Krishna. Hare Krishna. Fortunately, मैंने बनाया We can start with our Jai Radha Madhav prayers.
Jai Radha Madhav Kunja Vihari
Sadvaitam sadhutam parijana sanitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamsya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Sapta Kanchani Gaurani Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Parnama Chakrapataruvasya Sindhu Bhayevasya पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Hare Krishna. I would like to thank ISKCON Mississauga management and the whole team that giving me opportunity to serve today. I'm so glad to be here with you because I know half of you very well and some new faces. So I'm so glad, and we are so fortunate that Prabhuji is here. So if you have any question at the end, you can forward towards to him, and I'm sure he will enlighten on it. So fortunate and thankful to all of you. So I have been asked to discuss Bhagavad Gita chapter 8 sloka number from sloka number 1 to 6. So before going to the sloka, just a little bit of background. As we all know, Bhagavad Gita has 700 slokas and 18 chapters. And it's not any chapter you start, it's not like randomly Krishna or Arjuna starts speaking. It's all interconnected, and Arjuna has so many questions that he asks to Krishna. And Arjuna is not asking question because he doesn't have a proper understanding. He was the great devotee of the Lord. He's asking for the general living entities or common people like us who doesn't have that intelligence to understand. That's why this book is our law book. So if we have any confusion in life, anything that we don't know what to do, this books always help. It's just a matter of if we are reading this in an association of pure devotee. And Prabhupada mentioned in this book so many times that we have to study this book in association with pure devotee, and we will be able to understand it. This chapter name is Attaining the Supreme. And this chapter starts before, in the last chapter, chapter 7, where Krishna used few words. And those words where Arjuna was thinking, what is this all about? What Krishna is talking about? So he started asking about those words to explain. And that's how this chapter starts. This chapter has total 28 sloka. So this chapter talks about, of course it talks about yoga, Mishra Bhakti, like Bhakti, but it mixed with yoga part, and the pure devotional service. As you know that first 6 chapter of Bhagavad Gita talks about Karma Yoga, and middle 6 chapter is all about Bhakti, and last 6 chapter about Jnana Yoga. Krishna, he's smart and intelligent, but he's really trickily smart. He gave different ways. He just didn't talk about only Bhakti in Bhagavad Gita. He talked about like Karma Kanda, Jnana Yoga, everything he talked about, like Dhyana Yoga, meditation, like everything he talked about. But whenever he talks something that is not Bhakti, right after that, he gives the supremacy of Bhakti. He's saying that, okay, you do this, you do that, but then Bhakti is topmost. Okay, you have this way, you can go, but Bhakti is topmost. So even in this chapter, he gave a little bit about meditation, but then again, he gave more about Bhakti. So first few sloka will talk about where Arjuna will ask question and Krishna reply. So Arjuna asked 8 questions. And out of 8, Krishna replies 7 in only 2 sloka. And last question was so important that how one can remember you at the time of death. The rest chapter is based on that one question. And the next few sloka where Krishna will talk about remembering Krishna at the time of death. And then remembering Krishna, but there are different ways to remember him. So then he talks about, okay, you can remember him through meditation. That's a Stang Yogi. But then he's saying, yeah, you can do that, but it's better you remember him, remember me, and remember Krishna through bhakti. Then he talks about, in this chapter, that how material world and spiritual world, and how a spiritual world is super better than material world. He is giving the topmost thing to understand, and at the end then he glorify the bhakti, like how bhakti can take us towards Krishna. That's the best way to do it. He gives his other glimpse like, okay, you can do this, you can do that, but then he is giving the best way as well. So starting with sloka number 1. So I will read sloka and the translation and then do some discussion on that. You can, if you have book with you or phone with you, you can open and then read together. So the first sloka is Arjuna Vacha Kim Tad Brahma Kim Adhyatma Kim Karma Purushottama Adi Bhutam Cha Kim Proktam Adi Devam Kim Uchyate. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Arjuna inquired, O my Lord, O Supreme Person, what is Brahman? What is the Self? What are fruitive activities? What are the material manifestation? And what are the demigods? Please explain this to me. So in this sloka, Arjuna is asking 5 questions. What is Brahman? What is Adhyatma? What is Karma? What is Adi Bhuta? And what is Adi Deva? So these 5 questions. We are not going to answer this right now because Krishna has to answer, right? So he will answer later. So in this sloka itself, there is a word Purushottama. So Arjuna is making sure, he is saying that Krishna, I am not asking you this question because you are my good friend. I am asking you because you are Purushottama. You are the supermost person. You are a great personality. So you will be able to answer my question. I am a friend, I will take it very lightly because friends like never take very seriously each other, don't want to learn much because there is like, oh, he is my friend. He just know what I know or maybe a little bit more than me. So what's a big deal? But he is making sure that giving that hint that Krishna, I am asking you, being your disciple. So please answer these questions to me. Here Brahman word in Srimad Bhagavatam, there are given, even in Bhagavad Gita it has described that there are 3 ways to realize Krishna, right? Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan. So that's one Brahman. But Sanskrit language is very advanced. Even for one word there are so many explanations given, so many explanation given in different ways, like different contexts. So he's talking about, okay, these are my questions, and then he's asking more questions in next verse. So even Atma word is given here. In Atma, like we know, is soul, but there are different places where Atma has described as body, mind, soul. And in Vedic dictionary, it has described as body, mind, soul, and senses. So not to get confused, that's why it's very important to study Prabhupada books where the description is so simple so that we can understand. we will focus more time on where Krishna is going to reply all these responses to understand what Krishna is trying to say. So second sloka is Adi yagya katham kota dehesmin madhusudana pranakale cha katham yeno asmin yatamabhi. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Who is the Lord of sacrifice and how does he live in the body? O Madhusudan. And how can those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death? So, Krishna is asking, Arjuna is asking his next three questions. He is asking who is the Lord of sacrifice, who is Adi Yagya, and where does he reside? And the last and very important question he is asking, that how one can remember you at the time of death. This is the most important thing for all of us, like people in general. It's not just about okay, Arjuna asked, I read it, I understand it, and that's it. Because we always delay the thing. Okay, I will do tomorrow. Because there are people, there are three categories of people. Good people who are intelligent, and there are certain people, they are not intelligent. So you can give them knowledge and then they can become intelligent like you. There are third category of people. That's where the problem is. They are called Kabil people. Kabil is a Hindi word. Okay, if you know Hindi, you will understand what Kabil means. They will never understand what we are trying to tell. They have their own understanding. They have their own comfort zone. If you ask them to come to temple, they will tell you how busy they are. They have a list of things to do. It's just a matter of what is our priority. Is our priority to come on this very beautiful weather, come to temple and attend evening program, or go to mall or go to theater? It's all up to us. So it's very hard to say, because we cannot say, okay, we will start my bhakti tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes, and we don't know if we are going to alive tomorrow or not. So he is asking question, and again in this sloka Arjuna is calling Krishna Madhusudan. He is saying that you have killed demon Madhu. In Srimad Bhagavatam there are so many demons, like it explained that how Krishna killed so many demons. Those are just the limited one, because Sukadeva Goswami cannot fit everything. It's not only those demons that Krishna killed, there are so many other demons Krishna killed. So Arjuna is saying that you have killed demon Madhu, and I have so many questions in my mind. They are like demons in my mind. So if you answer them, then I can remove those demons from my mind. So please tell me, what are these? O Madhusudan? Like he is calling Krishna as Madhusudan. So here, as we were talking about that how we don't know when we are going to die. So Maharaj Kulsekhar, one of the Alvar in South India, there were like 12 Alvar, they were the big saintly people and great devotee of Lord. He wrote in his Mukundmala Stotram, he is praying to the Lord. He is saying, oh Lord, I am young right now. I can speak, I can talk, I can walk. I am healthy. I want to die now so that I can remember your name. Because if I get old and I am going to die, maybe my throat will choke, I will not able to remember you. So I want to die now. Please do something. That's a very strong statement, right? But only those great saintly people can pray like this. There is one sloka in Kunti prayers where Kunti is saying that give me more trouble, more dukha, right? She is not saying that give me more dukha because she wants more dukha or more trouble in her life. She is asking so that whenever she had trouble, Krishna was there with her. So one of the devotee, he had a tattoo with that sloka on the arm. So it's a very, you need to be very strong to do that. And someone asked him that how dare you to do this? He said, it doesn't matter if I put the sloka as a tattoo on my body. Whether I want or not, if I have dukh to go through, I have to go through. Thus, I'm not going to stop. But this feels good that I have that understanding. So when Krishna will send the trouble will see, oh, this devotee is very nice, already knows that I am coming. So Kulsekhar is praying that give me dukha, give me the death right now so that I can remember you. We cannot all of a sudden say that, okay, when I will get old, that time I will just chant and then I will go back to Godhead. It's not that easy. We have to practice. That's why Prabhupada asked us to chant. Chant. It's not chant that, when we finish our 16 round and keep the japa aside. Done for the day. Feel so relieved to 16 round is done for today. Our practice, like we should be hankering to do more and more. Right? 16 round is done, like how we were doing in the COVID time. Remember when we were praying for the welfare of society, welfare of everyone, all the centers, all ISKCON devotees were asking each other to chant, and we used to, because we were at home, we had more time, so we were trying to chant as many rounds we can. But as soon as those 2 years gone, then again back to 16 round. We have promised to our Guru Maharaj minimum 16 round, I am doing 16 round. So if we chant more, we practice more, then there is a chances that at the end we will be able to remember Krishna. Going to next sloka, from where Krishna is going to answer these questions. So next sloka is Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Aksharam Parma Brahma Parmam Swabhavo Dhyatmana Uchyate Bhuta Bhavo Dava Pakaro Visarga Karma Samnitaha. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, the indestructible transcendental living entities is called Brahman, and his eternal nature is called Adhyatma and Self. Action pertaining to the development of the material bodies of the living entities is called karma or fruitive activities. So in this sloka, Krishna has answered 3 questions about what is Brahman and what is Adhyatma or Self and what is karma. So about Brahman is considered as living entity and also Supreme Brahman. But Brahman, Supreme Brahman is known as Para Brahman. So Para Brahman cannot be Brahman because he is supreme. Brahman means that they are living entities and also their soul is eternal, is indestructible and inchangeable. So there are 3 characteristics of normal Brahman or living entities. Talking about Adhyatma or Self, or the controller of the body. So Self is like talking about the nature of the soul. The nature of the soul, the automatic nature, or you can say the natural thing about the soul is to serve the Lord. But when it comes in this material world, there is artificial thing arrives. And that's to serve themselves, right? Start thinking that I am Lord. But in dormant stage, it is still, their swabhava is the servant of the Lord. But then the desire is so powerful, empowered by Krishna's energy, that they suppress the natural nature of the soul. And empowered by artificial thing, where soul starts desiring different things. There are choices where we do devotional service or we go and enjoy in this summertime. Winter time, there is another excuse. The weather is very bad, I cannot go. Right? There is always some excuses. At office, I have one colleague, and other day she was complaining it's very hot. It's really hot. And jokingly I said, in winter, you was the one who was complaining it's very cold. Now you are complaining it's very hot. Make up your mind so that God can decide what to give you. We are confused. We don't know what we actually want. What can God do? Why we should complain it to Him? Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold. So nature is always, it depends where we are in the association. That's why the association is very important. We see the people doing it, and then we do it, we follow. We get some motivation that okay, even I should do like this. That's Adhyatma. And karma we all know. Whatever activities, action we are doing, that's karma. But there are some more description given here about karma. Karma, like all the action or activities we are doing that decide what kind of body we will get in our next life. A living entity will get in their next life. They do different things. There are not just one thing they will get. There are like 8.4 million different kind of jiva that one can get. But whatever activities one is doing, they can decide, okay, what next I will get. They do sacrifices. They have a faith and they perform sacrifices. That, oh, I can go to a heavenly planet, I can go to upper planetary system and enjoy and have fun. That's what they want here too. And that's what they want for the heavenly planet. So they perform sacrifices, they go there. But then they cannot stay there forever. It's just like how much money you deposit in bank, that's what you are going to withdraw it. If you have deposited 5,000, you cannot go to bank and say I want 10,000 back. They are not going to give you, they will only give you 5,000. They come back, and how they come back? They come through the rain, is described here. They come, that soul comes through the rain. That raindrops go into the grain. That grain, it's grow and then eaten by a man. And then it transferred to the woman and child born. This child is the same soul who performed the sacrifice. It's all a description about karma, like how we are doing it. Whatever we will do, we will get same kind of body. But Prabhupada is saying that bhakta or devotees doesn't have to do all these things. They can simply do their devotional service, chant the Harinam, and then they are good to go. They don't have to perform sacrifice and go to upper planetary system, stay there for some time, come back again, because this is never going to end. This cycle will go on and on and on. So what is the best? Express ticket, that is devotional service. So simply chant, and whatever instruction we have got from our Guru, if we perform that, we are in good hand and good path. So that's 3 questions, 3 answers for 3 questions. Now, sloka number 4. Sloka number 4 is saying, Adi Bhutam Charo Bhava Purusha Chati Devatam Adi Yagno Aham Me Vitra Dehe Deha Vratam Vara. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. O best of the embodied beings, the physical nature, which is constantly changing, is called Adi Bhuta, the material manifestation, the universal form of the Lord, which includes all the demigods like those of the sun and moon, is called Adi Deva. And I, Supreme Lord, represented as the super soul in the heart of every embodied being, am called Adi Yajna, the Lord of sacrifice. So in this sloka, Krishna is answering 4 questions. Okay, he's saying what is Adi Bhuta or material manifestation. There is always a change process going on in everything, right? Even for a living entity, if we talk about, right, takes birth, they grow, stay for some time, then give some byproduct, then they dwindle, go in an old age, and then the death vanquishes permanently. So this stages is not only for the living entities, for everything. If we take like fruits or any vegetables, and not only that, if we talk about our furniture, our clothes, even after a few years, we have to change it because it goes back. Furniture, you have to change it. Clothes is get old, we have to change it. So there is a change in everything. Nothing is here that stays as it started their life. So even dull matter, jad thing, we have to change after a few years. So that's material manifestation or Adi Bhuta. Or the next, Krishna is saying about Adi Deva. Adi Deva, he is talking about the universal form of Krishna. Universal form, he is saying that if someone is not able to concentrate on Paramatma form or the Supreme Lord, then they can focus on my universal form. Very important for him to show that form as well. Because human or living entity, there are a few people, or I would say more people like that only few devotees we have in this world. They want to see some miracle, some big things. If you show them, oh, he is Krishna, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then they are like, what's the big deal about it? It's just a normal person like me, maybe little beautiful or something like that. I don't think like something he's doing that I cannot do. Then Krishna has to show his universal form. You know, it's not only about the God. If you go in a parking lot, if you are going in a Toyota car, and someone brings a big limousine car, and that man has a driver, he is in a very nicely like dressed up, you will park your Toyota, and then you looked at him. Must be a big man, must be a rich man, or very, that's different thing that he had just got that for few money for one day. Otherwise, he has a Toyota only. But we get impressed to see big things. That's why so many devotees, senior devotees, they share that how people, when they go for preaching, how people think that, oh, because he was not able to do anything in their material life, that's why they started and become brahmachari. So Gaurang Prabhu once shared that he was in a train and someone asked him a question and conversation was going on, and then Prabhuji said that yeah, I am a full-time brahmachari and all this, and then he was like, oh, so he was not able to do like material really well, and he was like, I am from IIT and a very good student and my friend Radhasyam Prabhuji, even he is from IIT. So it's not like we were not able to do anything, it's our choice that we choose the better path. So some of the senior devotees, in their profile, when they, you know how we announce the bio, they share their material achievement as well. Because they are going to different universities, they are going to different places where people want to see this. When they see that, oh, this person is materially advanced and spiritually advanced, then they pay attention. It's not that senior devotee want to show something. It's the people tendency in general. They want to see all these things. So that's why Krishna is coming from him only, right? It's not that devotees are doing anything wrong. It's coming from Krishna. He shows his universal form to show how big he is. So he's saying that if someone is not able to concentrate and focus on Paramatma or Supreme Personality, then they can focus on this universal form where they can see or think that upper planetary system is the head of the Lord, lower planetary system is the leg of the Lord, and moon and sun is the Lord's eyes, and they can meditate on it. So that's Adi Deva. And Krishna is talking about Adi Yajna, and he's saying that as a Paramatma, I am living in everyone's heart. That's the third question's answer. In Adi Yajna, he's talking about that I am Paramatma in everyone's heart. I am living in everyone's heart. And we know this analogy Prabhupada has given that there is one branch of a tree where there are two birds. One is soul and one is super soul. Soul is doing different things. And super soul is always saying that, okay, this is right, this is wrong, this is right, this is wrong. But we again, thinking that I am more intelligent than Krishna, I will do what I want to do. And then when the trouble comes in our life, Krishna, why me? And then Krishna says, I told you, go to temple, do chanting, do some service, but you wanted to go to Mexico. Casino, I remember one thing from the casino. Once we went to one family's house to do some fundraising. We had a very good relation. We were thinking we are good friends. It's the worst idea to go to your friend's house to ask for money. First of all, your relation will spoil, and you are not getting a penny. So we went to our friend's house, and we had a nice dinner. They make everything, arrange everything. So, and then when we open our mouth for the Lakshmi, they said, we cannot do it. It's not in our budget. And we looked at their dining table. It's like you are in a palace. That big chairs where you are like a small ball on this big chair. Like you cannot even fit that big. And I'm like, give me just one chair, I will sell and get the money for the temple. And then he gave the reason. He confirmed, supported his reason why he is not giving me money. He said, because I am going to casino. I have booked. They have to book, I don't know, whatever they have to do. So I need some money for that. I said, this is a very good reason that you are not giving. Krishna bless you. Keep you there. So it's very hard. It's very hard, right? Bringing the people in Krishna consciousness is not that easy. Like Krishna, we know from Damodar Leela, right? It's our endeavor and Krishna's mercy. So endeavor is not there. Krishna even wants to show mercy, sending devotees to their home, but they are not opening their door. What can Krishna do? Right? So that's talking about Adi Yajna. Like he's sitting as a Paramatma in everyone's heart, always telling us what is wrong and right, but it's up to us whether we want to listen or not. Then, sloka number 5. Antakale cha mammeva smranam muktva kalevaram yah prayati sa madbhavam yati nasti yatra samsayah. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. And whoever at the end of his life quits his body, remembering me alone, at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt. So Krishna is talking about that how one can remember me at the time of death and they can attain me. And my nature, Krishna's nature, attaining Krishna's nature means there are 8 natures. That there is no grief, no thirst, without like any hunger, fulfilling all the desires, always blissful. Right? These are nature when Krishna is saying that they will attain my nature. And they are deathless, sinless and ageless. So Mataji, you don't have to go to salon and beauty parlor for any facial. It's ageless thing if we attain Krishna's nature. It just, in this sloka, in the purport, Prabhupada has mentioned that there is only one thing we have to practice, and that's chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And it's not one time, he repeated twice how important it is. And again in next verse he is repeating that we have to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We can take the example of Ajamil, how at the time of death, he called his son, not remembering Krishna or Narayan, he called his son Narayan and he get a second chance to do his bhakti. Right? And the last sloka for today, that is sloka number 6, is saying Yam Vapi Smaran Bhavam Tyajati Ante Kalevaram Tam Tam Eveti Kaunteya Sada Tad Bhava Bhavita. Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail. So whatever we are thinking at the time of death, we can attain that in our next life. There is no doubt. We can. Prabhupada has given an example of Maharaj Bharat in this purport. We all know about Bharat Maharaj, how great devotee he was. But just he got attached to that small deer baby and starts serving that baby deer the whole time. What happens at the time of death? He was thinking about that baby only. He forget about all his services, devotion services he did. He forget about Lord. He was thinking about that baby. And next life he got a body of a deer. So again Prabhupada is saying there is only one way to practice this, that we can think about the Lord at the time of the death. That is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I am going to conclude with one small story that how important it is to start from today. If you are not chanting, start from today. Don't think about tomorrow is a good day or I will ask my Pandiji what is a good muhurta and then I will start chanting. There is no rules and regulation to chant. We can start now, right now, if we are not chanting. Right? I'm going to do a very small, quick, I know time is, I have 1 minute to go. So I'm going to share a small story. There was a man named Pranil Prasad. Okay, so Pranil Prasad was a very nice man, very good man, and he was taking care of his family. He's doing performing his duty nicely. So because he was performing his duty very nicely, one day Narad Muni said that, oh, you are doing your family job, so now it's done, now come with me and do bhakti, take Lord's name. Pranil Prasad said, I have my kids, once they will get married, I will come with you. So Narad Muni came after a few years, and Pranil Prasad said, Narad Muni, you came again. They got married, but now they have small kids. I have to take care of those kids. So come after a few years. Narad Muni said, okay. Narad Muni came after a few years. Now, kids are small. When they will go to university and settle down, they will get to like Waterloo or somewhere, then I will be relieved. Then I will come with you. Narad Muni came after a few years. Narad Muni find out that Pranil Prasad is gone. It's time for him to go, so he passed away. When he passed away, so he was coming out, Narad Muni, then there was a dog at the door barking. And I start talking to Narad Muni. Narad Muni, did you forget me? I am the same Pranil Prasad. What are you doing here? Why you become dog? He said, because I was so attached to my family, I still want to, look after him. I want to see how they are doing. Narad Muni said, you still have time, come with me. I will give you a body of human and you can practice devotional service. He said, come after some time. So Narad Muni came back. Then that dog was gone. And Narad Muni said, oh, even dog was gone, so maybe he got some liberation, something, he got some realization. Then he saw there is a snake, and that snake starts talking. Narad Muni, remember me? I am the same Pranil Prasad, came as dog, now I am a snake. Narad Muni said, why you became a snake? He said, Narad Muni, I don't want to leave my kids. They love me, they are missing me. I don't want to live. And then Narad Muni said, I have only one way to liberate you. And then he went to his own kids and said that you have a snake in your backyard. Their own kids killed that snake. So we are not different than that Pranil Prasad. Tomorrow never comes. Today we can see. So we have to start from today so that when time comes, we can remember Krishna. With that, I am going to stop here. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much for a wonderful class. Are there any questions for Mataji? We have some time, we can, if anybody has any questions. Mataji, I'd like to say a couple of things. You were stressing the importance of starting to chant and not delaying that. It reminded me of a line from Bhaktivinoda Thakur's bhajan, Udilo Arjuna, where he says, Nama bina kichu nahi ko aro choda bhavana vaje. There's nothing else except for the holy name of Lord Krishna and all the 14 words. So it reminded me of that, but also it reminded me of the Nike slogan, just do it.
Yes.
Nothing to delay, just do it.
Yes.
And so, yeah, I just wanted to share those reflections.
Thank you for sharing that. And the same Bhaktivinoda Thakur has a very nice poem where he asks many times, chant anyway, no matter if we are not able to focus, but chant anyway. No matter when we are chanting and thinking about, oh, there is a sale in Vaughan Mills, I want to go, still chant anyway. No matter when we are chanting and thinking about Shah Rukh Khan movie, chant anyway. So we have to chant anyway, quality will come later. Thank you so much.
But that reminded me of one more thing. In New York, like devotees, after they finish their Harinam, they sing some song, like to glorify the Mahamantra, they made it up. And one of the lines is, you have nothing to lose but everything to gain by chanting the Mahamantra. So what you said reminded me of that.
Thank you.
I think Prabhupada Gaur for the questions.
I don't have a question, but can I make a comment?
Yes.
Sure, Prabhuji. We will be happy to hear
That was a
from you.
wonderful class. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji.
When you were talking about gambling, of course, when we take our initiation, we promise not to gamble or mentally speculate. So one time I was up in North Bay distributing Bhagavad Gita, and there was a huge, I think it's called Casino Rama, big casino place. And I was wondering, am I going to be able to distribute any books in there? I can try. Well, I walked in, ka-ching, 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 brrr, all these machines go, and just very, very distracting atmosphere, 100 machines. And I went up to one of the security guards and I said, you ever have any fatalities here? Does anyone ever have a nervous breakdown? And he said, and this isn't, what I'm going to say is not aimed towards the Oriental community, it's just what the security guard told me. He said, it's generally the Oriental people. I think he was talking about either Chinese or Japanese. Maybe he meant Indian as well. It just occurred to me. And he said, some people are so addicted to gambling. Because we know, according to our philosophy, we're going to get, as Prabhupada says, a man's karma, a man's fortune or misfortune follows them wherever they go. So whatever we're going to get in life, it's going to, and even people who win Lotto sweepstakes and become multimillionaires, if they have a habit like drinking alcohol, they'll just kill themselves sooner because they have all the alcohol they could imagine. Anyway, he was saying that some men end up losing everything at the gambling hall, and they don't want to come home and tell their wife, we don't have a house anymore. So they blow their brains out in the parking lot and they die in their car. Sorry for such a dramatic story, but it just, as you're saying, if we allow ourselves to get pulled by tamaguna, rajaguna, we don't know how tragic things can end up. We were also talking about that colleague of yours. Oh, I wish it wasn't so hot, I wish it wasn't so cold, and Krishna has to deal with this. So it reminded me of a story where Srila Prabhupada explained that the thief is praying, if he's a pious thief, if there's such a thing, an honest thief, he's praying, Krishna, please protect me from the police so that when I'm stealing from this home, I'm not going to get caught. And the Grahastha's thinking, Krishna, please protect me that no thieves will come to steal. So Prabhupada was saying, just imagine the dilemma that Krishna has to deal with. He has to satisfy everyone's desires.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna. Oh, yes, sorry.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Wonderful class. The question I have is, amongst our devotees we were discussing, and a comment was made by a senior devotee, Mognam Prabhu here. He mentioned that those who are not devotees, they don't come into Bhakti Marg. And those who are devotees, most of us, they delay surrendering to Krishna. So those who are not in Bhakti Marg, they don't even think of surrendering. And the devotees who are in Bhakti Marg, most of us are basically delaying that point to get to fully surrender to Krishna. So how do we generate that intensity in our heart that with every chant, with every word that we say of the Mahamantra, we have that intensity which then generates the transformation of our consciousness, where we are able to actually think of him all the time and remember him all the time. So no matter when death comes, we are actually thinking of him. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for that question, Prabhu. Very beautiful question. And I would say it starts with association. We should always try to associate with those devotees who are doing this. That's where we can motivate ourselves, by looking at them, by learning from them. When we are working on our own, we cannot progress much, because we always want to be in our comfort zone. And His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj said that bhakti starts when we are out of our comfort zone. So good that you are coming here. I know there are so many great devotees are here. And if you are not a part of any study group or Bhakti Vriksha group, I mean, if you check on reception or with Prabhus only while you are talking, and then be a part of it. That's where we can progress. We can get motivation. And initially, of course, we don't have to think about quality, but we should be aware about quality. Otherwise, we are never going to work on quality. So eventually, it goes. I remember Vaishnava Prabhuji said that it takes 30 years, 40 years, but we have to show our sincerity and determination. That's two things very important in Bhakti. With sincerity and determination in association of devotee, where we can progress. And then the day will come that when we feel that this is where I can, I want to go to Krishna. We don't have Prabhupada here. Prabhupada are in their books. Prabhupada disciples are here. We are fortunate Prabhupada disciples are here, right? We are fortunate when they come, we should always go and associate with them. And when they are not here, then the other senior devotee. That's where they can take us. We cannot take ourselves there. So that's why one very important thing that we should have Guru in our life and association of devotee. I hope I answered your question.
Advanced in all scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and he gives wonderful class, not only here, even in New Vrindavan. Just for your information.
No, and that's why he's asking this question, being so humble. Humble devotees only ask this question.
Yes,
Because when we are coming, that time we are like so puffed up. I know this, why to ask the question? What people will think, I don't even know this. But when they get advanced, they ask very basic question. So thank you, Prabhu. Okay, before I say final Hare Krishna, anyone else has question?
Maybe Mataji, we can
Later.
drink prasadam time if
Sure.
they have questions.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for the great Mataji. Up next, we have Siddhara Pada Mataji. She's going to be introducing something new. I'm just going to hand Mataji the microphone now.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, everyone. A couple of announcements. I hope all of you have observed the change in timings for the Chiradali festival. So we request all of you all, to whomever you have shared the earlier flyer, please resend, repost the new flyer and keep them informed about the change in timings. That's the first one. There's another new initiative taken by ISKCON Mississauga, and that's called the mentorship program. Just like how at home, right, you with our parents, the children are always guided by the parents, right? And they feel very safe and secure. Right? Even if they have to go out, if they have any questions, if they have any doubts, if they face something that they are not able to understand, whom do they always refer to? Right? They come back and they always refer to the parents. They ask so many questions to clarify. They want guidance from the parents. So that means they need some kind of a support and guidelines all the time. Like that, what happens now, even in ISKCON Mississauga, we see every single week, there are some new devotees coming in. Like, we always ask, right? Is there anyone coming for the first time and all these things? So there are new devotees coming. And then slowly, they get the taste of it, they want to continue. They have so many questions to ask. But probably they feel shy. But if you offer them any service, they take the service easily, right? They take the services and they become very happy. They continue with the services. But what if sometimes you don't give them services, they don't know whom to go ask? what to ask, and they have so many other questions. And they might be facing some problems in continuing with their spiritual practices, or they might have questions even to do the spiritual practices, right? They have the interest that they want to grow spiritually, but they want some guidance. Now in ISKCON Mississauga, we are trying to facilitate this one by introducing this program called as mentorship. By introducing this program called mentorship, all the details are there in the website as to who are the mentors. So it is a kind of thing. It doesn't matter if they are new devotees or they are old devotees. Everyone needs to have a mentor, right? And that is like a compulsory, and that's a mandatory for those who are interested in growing spiritually. So we have introduced this, and it is all on the website, the names of the Matajis who are mentors, the names of the Prabhujis also who are mentors. You can choose accordingly. You can ask them various questions. Now these will not be discussed among all other people. The person whom you choose as a mentor will keep your things confidential, and they will guide you in a way that you want it, or they will know the best way to guide you. Alright? So this, we just wanted to bring to everyone's attention that this is there, and those who are interested in taking initiations, be the Harinam initiation or even the second initiation, it is a mandatory to have mentors. So we just wanted to let you all know that this kind of a program is there in ISKCON Mississauga, and please do visit the website for any kind of details or things that you want to know further, and connect with people over here. If you don't know, when you start talking to people, and you'll get to know who is who, and from there we can go, right? And so this is the first one. So thank you all very much. And if you all have any questions, Dharma Prabhu is here. Dharma Prabhu is here. Here myself, Chairashi Mataji. Any one of us can help you all with these questions to even connect you all to the mentors. Alright? Next. Now, we have so many festivities coming up again. What happens, especially in summer, we want home programs, unlike winter. But even in winter, devotees do keep home programs. And it's very nice within your own community if you have someone who is there to support you in that, because one overwhelming thing is, oh, how do I cook for everyone, right? So like that, it's very nice. There is a wonderful devotee within our community who has started with a catering service. We just want to introduce her, and obviously she will be explaining to you all more about the catering services, of what she does. It's called Divine Rasa. And be it any occasions you all want to celebrate it at home or within the community over here or anywhere else. It can be just a Kirtan program at your home, you want to install deities at your home, you want to do a housewarming ceremony, birthday celebration, anniversary celebration, or just a home program where you want to invite devotees, your friends. There is a catering service available within our community, and it will be prasadam only, right? Like it will be the sattvic food. So from that, I just want to give it to Mataji. Even with a small child, she manages to do everything. She's very fast, so I'll just give it to Mataji. Thank you. Thank you everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. First of all, I would like to pay my sincere gratitude to their lordships and to everybody here in this ISKCON center. And I'm really very thankful to the ISKCON Mississauga Management Committee and the senior devotees who have given me the chance, who have supported me, and who have made my dream come true. So I got a lot of support, push, and everything from, I would say, ISKCON Mississauga management and senior devotees to step forward in this. So I know I'm not taking much of your time because we are in a limited time bracket. So this Divine Rasa is what my new venture is. This is the opportunity to serve all the devotees with the hospitality, quality prasadam, and it's purely sattvic. So I'm pretty much sure that you are able to see all that. And there are 3 or 4 flyers too. I was not able to get much because I need to make some changes in that. But you can just have a look at the flyer, it's on the table. So we are offering freshly made sattvic food with homemade freshly sattvic masalas. And we intended to give you pure satisfaction with the pure intentions and pure quality. And I'm pretty much sure that every word of mouth, every word of encouragement, and every word of support would help us grow and would help me serve everyone better. And this is what our flyer looks like, and we will be able to serve you in your festivities. We will be able to serve you Ekadashi Prasadam. I remember the day when my son's birthday was. It was 12th of the February, and it was the Maha Ekadashi kind of thing, and I was so worried that what to cook and what not to cook. And since then I was having in my mind that sometimes we want to make our things wonderful, but we have some limitations in that. So this is what I created then, and thank you so much, Jaya Raseshwari Mataji, Sucharu Mataji, who pushed me that you can do that. And I just talked to them just one time and they made it perfectly fine for me, and it is really very smooth till now. I'm not sure what I will do next, but I will try to make it better and better. And I humbly seek your blessings and your support, I know, because sometimes we are so puffed up, like I can do, but I'm saying that I am not able to do if you are not with me. And this is what a Divine Rasa looks like. It's purely sattvic, and I believe that.
Confirm that. How many people minimum?
Yeah. Okay. So thank you so much for letting me know that what I have to say, because I'm pretty emotional. I prepared a speech, but I did not go well with that. I don't know what was that. So for this thing, this would be package-based kind of thing. We would be getting the orders for 25 people, 50, and larger packages, Ekadashi thalis or packages, and there will be some, thali system is just like if there would be 12 or more than 12, then we will take the order for that. So this is what we have in there. These are the packages kind of thing, like full for the festivals, or your occasions, or your home programs, whatever you want, and the temple festivities too. So this is what our Divine Rasa is. You can truly trust us that it would be sattvic. And this is what I have to say. Thank you so much for all of you, and I would love to thank my family too, who encouraged me to do that. And I know without them it's not possible, because I have a tiny one who is keeping me on my toes all the time. So if they will be with me, that would be really great. So I pray to God, may Lord Radha Krishna help us in all the way and help bless all the devotees for their services and for their humble journey to the Lordship. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mataji. I know it's not very easy to make some catering from home. It's not easy. I'm from the catering industry and during my time, so I know it's not easy. But all the time, I will say just 1 second about that. Because anytime when we have a festival at home or puja or something, we have kirtan at home, it's very difficult for our Matajis to do all at one time, and then we look to see where we can get a sattvic from out. But here we have someone from our own congregation who has this sattvic food, and we can also vote for it that it is nice sattvic and it is all pure vegetarian and everything what we want to do for our puja. Anyway, now another announcement which I wanted to know, want to say, it is Mississauga Festival of Joy.